what would you say to a killer if you had the chance? Tonight, we open the first envelope in Letters to the Purple Satin Killer.
Yeah. Hey, everyone, and welcome back to
Cozy Midnight Collective.
This is your favorite candlelit corner for all things eerie, bookish, and a little bit haunted.
We're so excited to be back with our second episode. If you joined us for the housemaid, thank you. We loved hearing your reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of you right now are friends and family, so especially big thanks to all of you guys for going out of your way to make us feel special while we wait to get in the algorithm.
Yeah. While we navigate this process, it has not been easy, but seriously, thank you to everyone that's been around us offering support. You know, whether it's in the form of our super awesome, understanding husbands or our family that just silent support. It's really been awesome, and it kind of keeps us going. So.
Yeah. Literally the text messages, the phone calls,
the
shout outs, online stories, posts, 5-star reviews, stacking up, everywhere. It makes us feel like we're paid millionaires already. So that's really cool.
Yeah. And
we're putting a lot that you do not see. I'm talking 10 or 12 hour long days on the days that I don't work. And then, we still have kids that were getting ready, getting to school on time, packing lunches, doing homework, doing extracurriculars. And so somehow we're still managing to squeeze everything in. I'm a little crazy, but we're making it just a little.
That's okay.
We
no, but also a huge, actually very special thank you to our Patreon members.
Yes,
that's awesome.
I think we have 5 of you now.
Yeah,
and then
5 now.
Is it cousin?
My husband's aunt.
Yes, husband's aunt. What's her name?
Megan,
shout out.
Thank you,
Megan, so much for being a paid supporter.
Yeah.
You are the jam.
Yeah,
and
you're awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're gonna continue to do that special for our Patreon specifically. And then while we kind of figure out, we put together 3 tiered memberships within Patreon. There's 3 different levels. I probably should have that written down and explain everyone. I haven't, but we'll do that at a later time. But we're still kind of configuring how everybody's going to be made to feel special, especially the higher tiered memberships you go. So, but Megan, you fucking rock.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so we're going to get back into it.
Yeah. So tonight we are diving into our February book of the month, which is Letters to the Purple Satin Killer by Joshua Chaplinsky. I hope I said that last name right. And this one is absolutely insane.
A fucking doozy.
It is a ride. I can't even... You'll see.
If I was a roller coaster, I would be at not Disneyland.
This is like
Six Flags,
not Scary
Universal.
Farm, Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, but
not Scary Farm.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Like Universal Halloween nights. Like it's just like it's a very big step up from The Housemaid. Like going into this is just it's insane. You'll see when we get into it.
We're reading it for you if you are non-readers that are just joining because you love like the aspect of books, but you don't want to read. Like some of my family's like, I'm going to support you. And I'm like so excited because I don't have to read the book. Cool. If you're reading along with us, our hearts go out with you because
this book is insane. And then we will, hopefully be recording a Midnight Confessions episode in relation to this.
Yes.
And
we have one selected.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of get into that as we get further into the book, so you'll kind of understand how it's related. But yeah, so
then by the time you guys actually see this, our first Midnight Confession will
have been out.
Have been aired.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, going into it, yeah, what's this book about?
Yeah. Okay. Well, here we go, guys. So this book is told entirely through letters.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up, gory, gross, detailed, wacky letters.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool, creepy format. You're basically reading other people's mail, the whole book.
Yeah.
And so a lot of it's addressed to the serial killer. And again, it's written by Joshua Chaplinsky.
Yeah, so these letters come from a lot of people. So like from his family, his friends,
Detectives.
fans, detectives. Like it's from like there's a whole directory in the beginning of the book of people that have written to this guy. And
that's what it's literally outlined.
To note that we do not read any of his responses. This is all completely told from the perspectives of the people that are writing to him. And so part 1 is all before his indictment. So he's, being held in jail until while he's going through his trial. And then part 2 is during the trial. So the tone really shifts between like how people are perceiving him before he's even considered guilty.
Like still very much innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Except for, he's guilty. There's mounds of evidence, but like you're still technically innocent.
So as it goes on, the tone of it like really shifts, especially like when people, start to realize like, okay, this guy is guilty. And you'd be surprised at how many people don't give a fuck. Like I was shocked at that. Like I thought that would shift the way some of these people are writing to him and talking to him, but
I, on the other hand, was not shocked at all.
Yeah.
At all. I also have been listening to shout out Alexa and Elena. I love you, girly pops. From Morbid, true crime podcast. I've been listening to them for years. It's been almost 6 years now. And needless to say, tons of serial killers get fan mail. And we were just discussing this today prior to filming, is the Jeffrey Dahmers. Oh my gosh. So we made a community on Reddit where we were asking people, have you ever written any letters to a serial killer? What was the correspondence like? And a majority of it's like, meh. I mean, it's just normal stuff. It's not like we got any crazy details or like wild letters. But one guy said he wrote Jeffrey Dahmer.
He asking for recipe ideas.
Food recipe ideas.
And I was like, oh my God. Like
and obviously he's just like fucking around. Maybe.
Hopefully.
I hope.
Yeah, hopefully.
But it just, Richard Ramirez, I guess, was like #1 fan mail, which like fucking gag me.
Yeah.
He's disgusting.
Ted Bundy. Yeah.
BTK.
Yeah. And you'll also
Ed Kemper. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry to interrupt. But you'll realize like throughout this book that there's definitely, because as we were reading this, we thought that this was like a real guy initially.
Oh yeah, in the beginning, and I was like, dude, I can't find any pictures of him online.
Couldn't find anything online. And he's described as like this really handsome.
Does it say
charismatic?
It didn't.
So no, it doesn't say that it's fictional.
So I was like,
so like we were
not
like,
that blind.
Dude, like.
Yeah, I was like,
feels real. The way it's written, it feels real. And like in part 1 of...
See, because even look at this at the very beginning, featuring a new foreword by former FBI behavioral analyst Roddy Perkins. But I think if you go into the correspondence, that FBI behavioral analyst has a different name. So maybe that was the only part where he actually reached out and had somebody that actually was of the background and education in. But other than that, like, I was totally under like,
it feels really real.
It does. It's great.
So it's crazy. So I mean, going into like part 1 of the book, there's so it's before the indictment, and then you kind of get like a little taste of what he did. So you find out that he killed
multiple
women, and then he took like, they called it, what did they call it, the leap year or the gap year.
Oh, gap year.
Where he took a year off between killings. And so his calling card was he would leave a
purple satin
cloth somewhere either on
or in
or
through.
Yeah, like you would if you read it,
it's gory.
It's gory.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think like almost like the very first letter is written by this Ginny lady.
And she's like, oh, honey.
Or his mom.
No, his mom, Judith.
Yeah.
Or Judy is in the very beginning, but then immediately Ginny is there.
Yeah.
And
Ginny
she is
an
like,
interesting woman.
Yeah, she's special. She's simple-minded.
She's insane. Like, I'm sorry, she's insane.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, honey. Like,
she's immediately in love with this guy.
In love, thinks he's innocent.
Yeah.
Even if he's not innocent, he's not that guilty.
Well,
what he did isn't that bad.
Yeah. They make a lot of comments about his looks and how
he's supposed to be gorgeous.
He's supposed to be like this really handsome, blonde hair, blue eyes, like, you know, looks like a golden boy.
Chiseled jaw.
They described him at one point as like
charismatic.
the boy next door type look, right? And then
you trust him right off the bat.
Yeah, and then she said like Ginny's like one of her first lines to him is that my mom always said that ugly people do ugly things. And so she said, so you couldn't have possibly committed those crimes.
And it's like, wow, well, no wonder you're so dull.
Yeah. So yeah, she's insane. And so yeah, like she is one of the people that writes to him. His name is Jonas Williker, aka the Purple Satin Killer.
Yep.
He's written to by his mother, a detective, a few fans, some surprising members of the community, and the one that got away. And that is interesting.
Oh, yeah. So the one that got away is the only victim who got away, right? Everybody else died, or so we think up at least to this part in the book, right? And she never even went to police, didn't contact anybody once he was arrested, once he's been incarcerated. She's very much, as the book progresses, Stockholm Syndrome. So she has significant PTSD, so post-traumatic stress disorder. She's constantly thinking about what occurred. It's replaying, in her mind over and over and over again. She can't escape it. And she, up to the point, where we are, she's getting a little delusional about, she's so obsessed with what's happened. It's driving her literally insane, and it's very sad. But even she can't escape this face, this wholesome face that has created such a massacre within her emotionally. Yeah. So,
yeah, it's a lot to take in sometimes. And like, I'll say, I think that this book is easy to read because it is letters. It's not like you're reading like chapters of stuff, but it's like each letter just gets more, like some of them are just sweet, like his mom loves her son. She loves her son despite the fact that he's done these things. And she never ever really says like,
but she never connects the dots. She's also stupid.
Yeah.
Like she never connects the dots. She even made like an example in some of the earlier letters. She's like, oh, like, remember when all those cats used to go missing?
Yeah, in the neighborhood.
From the neighborhood. And then it's like, as soon as you moved away to go to college,
the cat stopped going
missing. It's just like the weirdest. And it's like, no.
And yeah.
That kind of to me was the only part in the book where I'm like a little cheesy, where I'm like, you really don't think a mom would put two and two together?
She just
like you're writing it down and you're reading the letter and you still can't connect the dots.
Yeah. She just sees it's her baby boy.
That's her baby boy. In real life.
It's her only son,
I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's insane. And like, again, like the beginning of the book is like very much so like the first part is a lot of these people are like, you couldn't have done those things. Like his mother, this Ginny woman, his girlfriend, he's got an ex-girlfriend that is like
from
talking
high
to
school.
him, and she's like and it's kind of like Ted Bundy, where Ted Bundy had a girlfriend,
Lily Anderson.
slash fiance, whatever, and she was shocked, and like she has like a daughter, and in this book Lily Anderson has a daughter,
Anna. And
Anna.
I think she's 9.
Yeah, or she's either 9
11.
or 12, something like that.
Yeah.
So she's like very shocked because she's like, oh my God, like, did I really have you around my family? Like my daughter.
What am I supposed to say?
Yeah, what am I supposed to say to her? Like, she says that she unplugs the TV so her daughter doesn't see any of these things on TV.
Over the unplugged TV because it scares her that much.
Yeah.
The information she's going to get.
Yeah. So, and then there's just like, oh, and then let's talk about, was it Stacy Satin, I think is her name. So then you've got like those letters, right? Where they're his family members. And then, you also get, we'll get back. Like, hold on. So let's talk
kind
about
of bouncing
Stacy
around.
Satin
Yeah, let's like reel it back in for you guys. We're excited. It's been a doozy.
Stacy is a porn star. And
And Stacy Satin, if you haven't connected those dots yet, letters to the Purple Satin Killer.
Yeah.
Stacy Satin. She's literally obsessed with this dude.
She's literally talking about how she's leaving her door open so that somebody could, and she's laying on her bed like naked.
She wants to be his next victim.
She wants to be his next victim, but she's getting like a sexual gratification from all of this stuff. She even like talks about his victims and how
she wants that to be done to her.
It makes her randy just thinking about the fact that he's done these things. Like it's horrific. And so I was reading through these.
But side note really quick, she even like orders on DoorDash and leaves instructions. Like, I don't know if it was in the DoorDash notes or like a letter pinned to her door describing what she wants the DoorDasher to do to her. She wants him to come in and spook her and essentially
rape her.
In a very specific way.
And this poor driver, he literally just like leaves the food in the living room.
I don't even think he like rang the bell or anything.
He came in and he saw her and it spooked him.
I forgot.
And he just leaves the food and just like leaves. And so
I don't think I was supposed to see that.
Yeah, it's so awkward.
And thank God she had like a guy that
was nice, not like a shitty person. Yeah.
It's insane. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, the way I was just going to say the way, some people were kind of idolizing him is quite odd.
It's weird.
Even before the trial.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
Yeah.
And we see this all the time. Like, actually, people idolizing murderers in real life. You got the Chris Watts recently. You have, oh my gosh, there's so many. But like Lacey P. There's endless documentaries on Hulu, on Netflix, of these people, whether they're serial killers or not. But people are so intrigued by them.
All this stuff, yeah.
And although you hear and see things in like these short series documentaries and everything like that, and people write books on it, it's still just very hard to wrap your mind around real people
doing these things.
Do these things, and real people love watching the show.
Yeah.
And they want to be involved. You even see people claim to be serial killers that were like on a different side of America or a different part of the world, but they're like, oh, that was me.
Yeah.
That was
me. Which is weird. It's the
like,
notoriety. Like they want their names to go down in history.
Like the Zodiac Killer.
And it doesn't matter how they do it. Yeah.
It's wild. And we love it.
Yeah.
We love it from afar. Very afar.
Yeah.
Not enough to write a letter to a serial killer. No. I'm intrigued, but I'll just read it in a book.
I'm intrigued by the psychology behind it. Like what makes people think that way.
And I'm more intrigued about what makes the people want to write to the killer and get obsessed over the killer versus wanting to meet them and interact with them. I'm more like on the secondary person versus the serial killer. Anyways.
Yeah, no, and like the way, so yeah, like I said, before the indictment, it's just very like, it's polite discussion type stuff. And then like the first part ends with the letter being written by the one that got away. So the girl that she never came forward, like Morgan said, she never came forward. She never told anyone that she was kidnapped by this guy, because she was just so terrified and like just so much PTSD from it. And so she kind of writes a letter where she says like, haha, you didn't get me. And so you can tell that this like really shifts how he is going to do things in part 2 and in part 3 of this book. And one more key person that we forgot to mention is Candace.
Oh yeah.
The PhD student who is she is writing a paper on the psychology behind why people feel the need to write to especially like dangerous criminals. And initially her letters are like purely she wants to pick his brain. She wants the education.
Right. Well, she has the experience with her father.
Her father was an incarcerated man, and her
mother wouldn't allow her to speak to him. And then hindsight, she realizes her mom was communicating with him the entire time she was growing up. And so she feels like that was stolen from her, the opportunity to get to know her father. But instead of holding that idea and concept, it goes to this like forbidden fruit type thing. Like, what is it about? Like, she just solely, her psychology in and of itself is very wild as well, where she's, instead of focusing on like this lost relationship with her father, it's got to be like an incarcerated person.
She pretty much,
I think she's just off. She's like, she's on the right course, and then she just veers, like she's the topic kind of changes.
But I also think like the fact that this like educated woman who at this point is like, again, she's like getting like her PhD and this type of thing. So it's not like she's like getting her associates or whatever. She's like she's educated woman. Like she's very educated.
She already has associates, bachelor's, masters, and she's now into her
this thing. So it's like either she has something mentally going on with her, or this guy Jonas is just that good at like talking to people.
And you never really know, because
we never get his.
It's got to be a little bit of, it's got to be the perfect storm, but you quickly understand this guy is a master manipulator. Every single person
that comes in contact with this dude.
I mean, he's like literally, he's got like a spell over them all. Like, it's wild.
So, part 2, the trial begins and the letters get way more intense. So, we are introduced to, I believe his name is Billy Peters. And he reveals that he was a childhood friend of Jonas's when they were like young kids. And right off the bat, like the tone of his letters are just kind of like, they seem like he's like saddened to hear that his like childhood friend ended up being like a monster. But then you find out that they were literally friends for like physically friends for like 3 years or something. So you find out that like they played for like a year or two as kids, and his family, Billy's family, moved away. And so for some reason, Billy has just been thinking about Jonas for years. Like he says, like, I've thought about you for years. Those are some of the greatest years of my life. And
which is sad.
It's sad. But then we discover that Billy is he's gay. He's gay.
Well, not even that, but he's in love.
He's in love with him,
and that's what's alarming. Not the fact that he's gay.
Well, that's not what's alarming. What I found interesting was that he said that part of like why he thought of him so many times is because he felt like Jonas was
truly the only person he could
that he could connect to with, because he was questioning his sexuality all his life. He was very like confused,
and then you realize like through his family's movements, like how cut short it was.
For a
like he had no and he had no closure in the friendship. And so
because he says that like he said, I don't understand why my family moved me away so abruptly.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. It was
And,
it's so sad.
It's sad, but then you're like
The parents did the right thing.
Yeah.
100%.
So, you know, as like his letters go on, he continues to kind of like he's like starting to kind of like recollect memories from their childhood together. And he was like, you know, it's interesting because he also mentions the dead cats, and he was like, oh my God, that was you. And he's like, I should have known something because you always knew where to find them.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, we used to go hiking and we used to go for walks in the woods. And he was like, you know, I always just thought that you were just like a really smart guy. And he says that you were always so obsessed with like human body stuff and not just like science, but like you were obsessed with like watching like surgery videos and stuff like that.
And that's what happened, right? He was spending the night at his friend's house, so at Billy's house.
Yeah.
And I guess Billy was asleep, and his dad walked in to like check on the guys, you know, before bed or whatever, and he found Jonas, the serial killer, or soon to be convicted, trial, masturbating, whacking off,
handing out free literature.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Letterkenny, thank you for that.
That was so good. To these like not even morbid videos, but
surgery
just like
videos.
surgery videos, like
surgical
a plain.
Videos.
They're in the operating room, just cutting open bodies, doing whatever, taking out an appendix here, putting in breast implants there,
and Jonas
amputating
is
an arm here.
Yeah, and Jonas is like, ooh, this is great material. Yeah.
And that's just
weird.
Like, yeah, it's like, it's such a generalized lane.
It's so weird. And so, yeah, that was like when Billy Peter's family smartly was like, let's go ahead and get out of here.
And so, so they literally cut off. Okay, he drove him home in the middle of the night, the father.
Yeah.
And Billy's like, literally,
got,
that
like,
was
a
it.
Stomach ache or something.
And so the dad was like, he got a stomach ache. He got sick in the middle of the night. I had to drive him home. And then literally they like never saw each other again. The family up and moved, didn't give him a chance for anything, for any more communication.
I mean, I wouldn't either, to be honest.
But
I'd be like, you're not hanging out with this kid anymore.
Oh my God. No. But they didn't even give a fuck to like bring it up to the parents. Like, this is what your child was doing. They were like, no, we're not even like going to open that can of worms. We're literally the fuck out of here. So the shift in the tone was sharp. We still had people defending him. And then on the other end, we had people that like from the very beginning wouldn't allow themselves to be manipulated, i.e. Billy's parents. And then you have some people that were just under his spell for life, i.e. Billy.
Yeah.
His mom, everybody. But
so
letters end up changing.
Yeah.
And then quick side note, I still don't understand, and you're a little ahead of me. Maybe you do. These just random anonymous.
They're just anonymous
postcards.
Yeah, postcards.
It's like the weirdest thing.
Yeah, someone's just randomly sending him postcards. I mean, it's a step up from like the shit that people sent him on a piece of paper.
Literal shit.
Like actual shit. And it says eat shit and die.
Eat shit and die, and it's like a big old shit was
plop
like
of shit,
wiped down the letter, and somehow they're making it through the mailroom.
Yeah.
Which, good.
Yeah.
I hope some got on your fucking finger, Jonas, and you got dysentery.
So he's kind of like the Ted Bundy thing. And even like with Richard Ramirez, like a lot of these trials were heavily televised. So this one is heavily televised. It's like kind of like a media circus. Again, everybody finds this guy attractive. He's
master manipulator.
Charming. And like Ted Bundy, he is representing himself in court, which his mom is like, why are you doing this? Like everybody is kind of like, you should try to find like a good, not that you're not doing a good job.
The law team does write him and says like, you're doing a good job.
But we could do better.
But we can do better beside you.
Yeah. And he's like very much so intent
very cocky
on representing himself. And so
Which good, stupid motherfucker.
Yeah. So this woman, Ginny, she's watching this from home, and she's very supportive.
She was the first like fangirl.
Yeah, fangirl to write him. And Candace, the PhD student, is still showing up. Like she at this point is staying in a motel
near
the
traveled from
prison.
out of state. Yeah. And he's at Indiana State Prison.
Yeah.
I forget where she's from, but yeah, she's literally like working on her dissertation, which in real life you have this massive project that you have to put together and present. And her project is on the topic of why do people write? Why do they fall in love? What's this weird attachment? And, this whole spherical topic that we're essentially covering with all of these letters. Why do people do this? What is so special about you people? And then she gets kind of entrapped in it as well because he's this beautiful,
charming man. Master manipulator.
Sociopath. But he can obviously mimic very well real bonding emotions.
And with Candace, we do find out like through her letters that somehow they are able to have like a sexual relationship, and she's able to sneak him like her satin panties
inside of her. She calls them her satin underthings.
Like her underthings.
And she's like, how'd you like that? She literally took them out of her
and gave them to him. So like they're able to somehow have like a sexual a sexual relationship, and I'm thinking again it's because he charmed his way with like the guards. Or the guards are being paid somehow. Like he's somehow getting these guards to look the other way.
Like, how do you have this money? Because the mother, like when she writes the letters to him, it's not like they've gone out and hired him a lawyer.
Yeah, no, like they're very much so like
middle class.
Yeah, I'd say like middle class. Like his dad at this point wants nothing to do with his son. And even though like his mom is still kind of holding on to hope that he'll get acquitted of all of this.
You know how your dad is.
Yeah, you know how his dad is very much so like the silent, strong type
stoic man.
But he's like very much so like convinced that his son is guilty. And there are certain like clues that are given through the mom's letters
like
he
refuses to communicate with him.
Yeah, refuses. Like, and the mom always comes up with like an excuse. She's like, oh, your father's just tired, or he had to go to work, and then
he hurt himself.
Yeah, he hurt himself. So it's like
he's old.
He's old. He's just a grumpy old man. And so his mom, again, his mom is still very much so supportive
of her one and only son and one and only child.
She talks about how they can't afford to come out and visit him while he's for the trial, but she's just trying to give him support from afar. And
so she'll write him a weekly letter.
Writes him a letter weekly, and and so again, they're seeing everything is playing out on TV. And at one point, he even escapes. Yeah. He escapes prison, and Ginny is kind of like, oh, I'm glad, I'm glad you got away.
I kept my door unlocked because I just kept thinking like somehow you were going to find your way to me and show up.
Yeah.
And so I'd sleep in my best silk pajamas every night
Yeah, she's insane. And she said that she adopted 2 special needs little boys.
She was married before.
She was married before. Divorced.
Decided she wanted
kids.
Children, and she was, too, I don't know, was it too old to go down that route?
I would say
or something?
she's like probably like in her like
late 30s,
probably, early 40s. Yeah.
And so she basically, like, she's the one that's, like, dull, right?
Yeah.
And she basically is like, it was easier for me to get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, like, because nobody
of them
wants
being special needs. And you're like,
kids, apparently.
Oh, my God. You don't know. I mean, I'm assuming they're on the spectrum, autistic. Because they very much, like she writes in the letters, they're very creative. They like to draw. They like get obsessive over some things. They don't like loud noises and stuff like that. And so it's very, might make an ass out of myself by assuming, but I have a little bit of education in the field. And so I assume that they're, you know, autistic. I believe one of them is more verbal than the other one, but 2 little boys. And so she just like works all the time and like raises these kids who like stress her out, but it's like what she wanted and she chose to get 2 at the same time, and she has nobody to support her but her mom.
She doesn't deserve those kids, that's all I gotta say.
And she's just cuckoo bananas.
Yeah.
Like cuckoo nuts bananas.
She calls herself Ginny Bird. She's like, you're Ginny Bird, you know?
Yeah, like she herself though. I'm Ginny Bird. I'm your Ginny Bird. Like this is gonna be like such a good friendship. And then it's like,
but she also
then
gets
she
like
starts trying to make it more romantic, and so more romantic, which we have no idea what he's saying on the other end of these letters.
It seems like I don't think he's responding to her at all. Like,
well, towards the end, I think, you know, he was, because she's like, I haven't heard back from you since you got re-incarcerated after your escape. Yeah. Why haven't I heard from you? Yeah. Are you not getting these letters anymore? Like, and she, you can tell she's become quite like possessive.
She's attached.
She's obsessed and she's possessive.
Like she got into a physical altercation with her coworker because she was bragging to her coworker about how she's writing Jonas
and everything that Ginny Bird does. This woman has to do 10 times better.
And so this woman's like, oh, I'll write him a letter too. And then she literally beats her ass, like to the point where like this like guy who's like filling up the coolers at her job
had to pull her off.
And then
it was beating her ass because she was like
entertaining the idea of writing a letter.
Yeah. And she was like, and what am I supposed to do? It's not like she can find that information and figure out how to write to you, you know, your prison number and the prison, and she can do it. And so I had to beat her ass. And I was like, you're a child.
So she's insane. And it gets worse when she finds out that, so Candace, the PhD student, and Jonas they get married in the middle of the trial.
With it. And then in the middle of the trial, he proposes to her.
And the judge marries them in his chambers.
Right then and there, essentially. And so I had a little quote that I wanted to say from Ginny.
Ginny Bird.
Just so you can understand. I won't read like the whole thing, but ready? She goes, all right, Buster. I don't know who this Candace slut is or what kind of spell she's got you under, but I will tear her fucking eyes out. Okay.
Whoa.
Imagine my surprise when I turned on the TV, all set to get a little well-deserved alone time with my man, only to hear you propose to some random bitch in open court. Go ahead. Imagine it. I hollered so loud I woke the little kids up, thinking that an evil leprechaun was back. She's just fucking literally nuts.
She's just nuts.
So, and then she's like, are you doing this to spite me? Well, guess what? I left the kids at Mother's while she was asleep, and by the time you read this, I'll be halfway to the courthouse. No stops. I've got plenty of snacks and a Tupperware to pee in.
She's gross. She's insane. She's literally insane. And
it's like, what do you plan to do? You can't just march into a fucking prison, dude. Like, and you're not his wife, so like.
so there's that. So then again, he's married to Candace now, and everybody is like, oh wow, like a lot of people are like, this is insane. And you know, throughout all of this, you know, he does get like random letters again from like the porn star girl, and like her letters are just ramping up, like they're getting like more and more intense. And I don't even
dive into that a little bit later. You know, maybe in part 2.
Yeah. And then so you know, he's got a couple letters from like people trying to collect signatures from him for like memorabilia.
They want to like not even to sell it. There's just like there's collectors, there's old friendships, there's old college professors, there's people he used to work with, there's ex-girlfriends.
Yeah.
It's just like there's children writing to him.
Yeah, little kids
for like
a contest type thing. Like they're trying to get like a famous person to write back so that they can
The
pledge
most
like
famous.
money or something like that. And so
for like a field trip or something. But
Yeah.
it's just like,
there's a lot.
it's wild who writes. And then it's also wild like that parents will allow
Yeah.
like a prison pen pal
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
And it's just like the things that you read, I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if this shit happened in real life because people are that fucking crazy.
Yeah. Cleaner. Well, okay. So yeah, at the end of this part, you basically find out that Jonas does in fact get the death penalty for his crimes.
So hold on one second.
Yep.
Way to go. You bad motherfucker, you really defended yourself.
Great job. I bet you really
which like
made a good decision there.
I'm excited for because I'm so happy people are that stupid, that they're that self-involved, that they think they can win, that they do it and they end up getting exactly what they deserve.
Yeah.
Which is death.
Yeah.
For killing 23 women, not to mention all the ones they weren't able to pin on him during his gap year.
Yeah, his gap year.
So.
Yeah. So,
eat a dick and die, Jonas.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, I can't wait.
I know to read it.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
I just can't wait.
So, but yeah, you still had fans writing to him like he was a goddamn celebrity, which he's not. And that part just gave me the ick.
It's
True
gross.
Chills.
Yeah. Which brings us to the big question. Like, why do people write to dangerous criminals? Like, why? What are you doing? And again, like, is it like a psychological curiosity? Is it obsession? Is it like misplaced like empathy? Like, are you just being nice to the wrong person? Like, I don't.
You think
understand.
you can change them?
Yeah.
You think you can offer, and I don't mean to be rude. This might come off rude. But also it like kind of goes along with the fact that like as soon as you're in prison, people find God and Jesus, and like they all of a sudden can like make all these great decisions.
Like you're telling me Jeffrey
when you're a
Dahmer,
criminal, like, or not a criminal, you're a career criminal.
Because apparently Jeffrey Dahmer found God before he died.
Oh, they all do, because that's all they have to do in there is read and go to fucking church.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's programs where like they can attend college and get degrees and stuff. There are some people that have educated themselves in the law and ended up being able to like sit for what is it? Not an MCAT. The
bar?
The bar. Yeah, like take the bar after, but like for the most part, I feel like it's pretty common that you either get buff as fuck because all you have to do is like sit around and work out, you read a lot, or you find God. And I'm not saying that people don't find God in prison or God in jail.
I just find
but it's just ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
how do you go from committing like atrocities such as these, right? Like when you think about the things that like Ted Bundy, again, Dahmer, like these are some of the most famous ones, right?
Yeah. So you're not telling me if given the opportunity again, you wouldn't just
do it
much
again.
Rather have gotten away with it?
Yeah.
Or that you won't repeat it.
And that's not to say that nobody is.
Yeah, I just think it's a very, very low percentage of people.
It's weird. It's not weird. It's just interesting.
It's another psychologically intriguing topic to discuss. So, any hoosers. So there's definitely a psychological element for sure. And some people, I believe, they're just drawn to danger. Or they want to understand evil. Yeah. Which, if you're not evil and you're not capable of doing that, why do you want to understand it? Not even that. I just don't think you're ever going to. Yeah. Our brains.
You're just not made to understand that. Yeah. And that's a good thing. Yeah. It's good. It's good. I'll never understand that perspective on life, and I'm so happy I'll never have that understanding. Grateful. Yeah. So. I mean, or they probably think that they can fix them. Like, you know, like the whole, like, I can change him. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I've chosen many of the wrong men in life. Look, we are never going to be needing for stories on this podcast because me, right? Got it right, finally figured it out, but I'm
going to be the first and best to stand up and say that the psychology between an evil person and wanting to be the one that's capable of changing them is real. And when you come to terms with it yourself that it's not your job and you're not capable of doing it because it's not your job to change people. People have to change themselves.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, how difficult it is and how much effort it takes to actually change.
Yeah.
It's easier for people to stay the same.
Yeah. No,
You know?
it's definitely, it's weird, like that whole thing. And there's actually a scientific word for it.
Yeah.
And it's,
What was it?
God, I hope I don't mess it up.
Okay, where are we?
But
I'm gonna see.
I wrote it down separately.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, sorry. So it is so there's two terms for it. So like the first is hybristophilia. I hope I said that right. So hybristophilia.
Oh yeah, you did. Hybristophilia.
Yeah.
Good job.
So it is the phenomenon characterized by sexual interest in and attraction to those who commit crimes. Or it is also referred to as Bonnie and Clyde Syndrome, which is a more passive outburst of hybristophilia where a person just forms an idealized or romantic attachment to a murderer or serial killer. So
yeah, so it's not
it's
just
weird.
fiction.
No, it's not.
Nope.
It's legit.
So if
it's
you
a legit
think about,
it's gross. Sorry, it's
yeah.
gross.
If you think about Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer, BTK, Ed Kemper,
Chris Watts. Just
all
horrific.
of these horrific, mostly men.
Yeah.
Okay, so they had actual fan mail, like hundreds of letters every single month.
There's books written on this, like books like these, where they're actual
that are
letters.
nonfiction. Yeah,
And maybe that's something we should put on our list, like for the future.
Yeah,
just to
absolutely.
get more
like
knowledge, because
a nonfiction version.
yeah,
but they also got marriage proposals.
some of them got married, legit.
Oh my
got
God.
married. Like
Wild.
Ted Bundy got married to a woman with a teenage son, and then there's Richard Ramirez who married an educated woman. She was an editor for a
magazine,
like for like a teen magazine or something like that.
Oh my God.
So it's like, and that's where I'm also confused, where it's like, well, how are these educated women
I'm just glad they're all dead for the
or
most part.
mothers?
Yeah.
How are mothers marrying people like Ted Bundy, who assaulted young women?
How are you going to explain that
and
to
girls,
your daughter?
little girls. Yeah.
And if this man,
And
like,
she had
honestly,
his kid,
yeah,
I believe. Yeah, she had his kid.
yeah, because he had a daughter. They ended up,
Yeah.
right? They had a daughter.
They had a daughter together. Yeah.
And it's just, yes, they never got off. They ended up, either being murdered while in prison or being murdered by the prison system. However, let's just pretend they're getting out. Now what?
Yeah.
Are you into it because there's still a safety net?
That's a good question. I did hear somewhere that a lot of these women were hurt as young kids. Like they were hurt as, or they were raped sexually, physically, or whatever. And so a lot of them find safety in the fact that like this person has obviously proven that they can kill. So they would probably kill for me if I were to be hurt. But it's like, if you find yourself a good man, one that hasn't murdered people,
they would
I can
also
confidently
my husband
say,
would also murder for me.
Yeah,
and
I
he
can
is
confidently
the
say that
greatest
my husband
dude
would
on
do
the
that.
face
Yeah.
of this fucking earth.
My husband is 6'4", and I refer to him as like a gentle giant.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God.
He's
love
huge.
it.
But
You can fuck you up.
I don't like. I cannot
Yeah.
speak for your safety if you were to hurt myself or one of our kids.
No. Oh,
That's it for you. You poked the worst bear that you could poke.
And Glenn, he's not 6'4", but that dude was an Army Ranger. He knows how to fucking fight.
He knows
really knows how to fucking shoot. And he's the gentlest, calmest, nicest, most composed, friendly guy. And
just give him a reason.
Yeah. I mean, you're fucking done.
I pity the fool. I pity the fool. So.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll move on because like, pretty sure you get the drift.
Yeah.
So many a good men are willing to stand up and do what's right and be protective. And they're not psychopathic, sociopathic, serial murders in prison for life or on death row.
Yeah, there's plenty of good men out there, girls. You don't have to go to prison.
Don't settle. Just
no. Please no.
Please don't. Yeah.
So it's disturbing, fascinating. And this book really seriously taps into that whole obsession. It's literally a book on not only these women and sometimes men, I'm sure. I mean, Billy Peters. Look at Billy Peters, the character in this book. You can tell he's in love with this guy, no matter what he did. And so, it's just it's weird, but it's so good. This book is so good. It's so much.
It's just an interesting way to present a book as well.
Yeah. Letters. I thought that's such a unique way of doing something. I didn't
like when we first were voting on this book and when we first were like picking it up, I didn't realize the whole book was just letters. And I think it's a fantastic way
of doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I wish we had more.
I wish we could see some of his responses to some of these letters.
Yeah. And then I wish he had worked with like a sketch artist. To
make like a sketch of
draw up like let's include some other content, like give us a picture, give us height, weight, hair color, eye color, structure, photo, draw a photo of what he looks like, give us a body. I think that'd be such like an interesting way to also like almost like here's the prison intake folder. The RN the registered nurse on intake and the physician had to run all these tests and they had to get height, weight, and then even like some genetic component too.
Like what is this?
Any diagnoses, it would have just been really cool to like be like, there's also this information, like kind of like a case study.
Yeah.
Which, if you've ever watched, I finally got you into watching it. Not True Detective. Gosh,
Mindhunter.
Mindhunter. Oh my God, you guys, it's so good. Is it Netflix?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you got to watch it. I can't believe they only did 2 seasons of that show. It's ridiculously good, and that does cover nonfiction character Kemper, and it's. Anyways, I'm getting off track, but it's a wonderful book. Definitely worth a read. You'll fly through it so far like we've done because it's just so easy to read and it's in the form of letters. So it's like literally every single page is interesting. You're not like waiting for another letter to read. Like some books will include stuff like that and you're like, oh, I can't wait till we get back to that part. It is the entire book. So it's fascinating. It's great. So so far this one's getting a gibbous moon for me as well. But we'll see.
As it goes on,
maybe we'll move it up, bump it up to a 5 towards the end. I have no idea. But that's it. That's it for parts 1 and 2 of Letters to the Purple Satin Killer. We'll be back soon to cover the rest of the book. We do have 2 more parts to this book that will be posted.
So in the meantime, let us know what you thought. Give us a DM, comment on our posts. We do have a new Facebook group, and
Come join us.
The name Cozy Midnight Collective.
Everything.
So we'll discuss, what we're looking forward to in these next parts. On there, we'll kind of keep you guys posted as we go along. And so part 3 are letters written after he is now on death row. So
I'm curious also because a lot of inmates, they'll be on death row for 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's like how long
And this part, because we marked it, I don't know if you could see, but we marked it here. And so like these were like the parts 1 and 2 that we already discussed. This big old hunk right here is part 3.
Yeah, it's death row.
So it's
massive.
A big part.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like,
couple hundred.
What's going on in here?
I know. Does it span 2
like
decades?
New characters? Like how long was he on death row for is my biggest question.
Does he try to speed it up? You know how some people are like, I'm not going to wait 20 years to be, you know, essentially euthanized. Just like, get it done with now.
But how's like marriage going to work between him and Candace? Like how, like
it can't.
death row, like
it
how
can't
does this
work.
happen?
Yeah. So
and then like the one that got away, like what are her thoughts on all of this? Billy, like his mom, you know, like you would think after he's been convicted that his mom would be like, maybe I did raise a monster.
The guards, like how's everything going to unfold?
Yeah.
So anyways, keep your eyes out for the next Midnight Confessions episode.
So excited.
It's going to be a good one.
It's a good one. Yeah.
And you want to get ready to sign us off there, Lore?
Yeah. So thanks for joining us in the dark. And remember,
some stories are meant to haunt you. Bye.